As the officials awarded Parramatta a penalty, Moses jumped to his feet and played on. Nobody likes the diving and the carrying on in the game. James Maloney: I've got no doubt there was no issue with Moses, and he laid down. I've got no doubt whatsoever about that, Maloney told the Herald. A key indicator for HIAs is to lay motionless on the ground, so if that's what you do, whether you milk it or not, that's an indicator so you're off. Nobody likes the diving and the carrying on in the game. I don't think there was any head knock, but he was motionless on the ground for a bit. Loading under the head injury assessment rules listed in the NRL operations manual, a player must come from the field and be assessed by the club doctor if there is a loss of responsiveness, player lying motionless for more than 1 second or until support staff arrives. The Herald knows of at least one Sydney club that discourages players from laying down for penalties for fear they will be forced to undergo HIAs. The Eels were happy with how they had handled the Moses incident and said the halfback had not suffered a head knock and there had been more concern about his neck. They were also quick to shoot down suggestions Moses had stayed down for a penalty. The NRL protocols are applied in the context of players suffering head injuries, and it's understood officials on this occasion did not believe Moses had. On Friday night, South Sydney's Sam Burgess expressed his frustrations at having to come from the field for HIA when the Rabbitohs had only a narrow lead over the Sydney Roosters. Loading just as Luke Keary's jibe at Cody Walker over the weekend will keep the rivalry between the Roosters and the Rabbitohs bubbling. Maloney's dig at Moses will not be lost in the next battle of the West. Blake was disappointed with his attack on Moses, which cost his team a penalty and any chance to build momentum heading into final 20 minutes. It was a brain explosion by me. It was a silly penalty I gave away, Blake said. We had a chat after the game. I've spoken to him before. It was just on me and me being silly. Maloney was making no excuses for Penrith's shock loss at home and put it down to too many errors. Wasn't like we were trying to play the wrong style of football and play too much in the conditions. It was just simple handling errors, Maloney said. Guys making uncharacteristic mistakes. It happens every once in a while. The main thing is it doesn't happen this week and we move on.